Hello! Welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
I'm Dobby Baird.
And I'm Alexis P. Bevels, and today the P stands for Para Drag Queens here, both living in Los Angeles at last!
Finally we're parallel. When so long we've been perpendicular.
Yeah. Okay, we haven't seen you in a while because life has been happening. First you moved to LA and then I moved to LA. I've been here for 3 days. I have been to IKEA 3 times.
Yeah, well, because you kept buying the wrong things. But I like that about you.
Well,
because here's the thing. Alexis Bevels, we don't hire her for being detail-oriented.
No.
We hire her for her lack of confidence. That's important.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're terrible.
I haven't seen you in a month.
I know.
They haven't seen us in a while. Together.
Yeah.
What? Just do the highlights.
I'll fill you in. I'll fill you in on my first month in Los Angeles.
Please, because I need to know what to expect.
Stars galore. Everywhere you go.
More than Charo-san?
Well, I mean, Charo-san was my penultimate, let's be honest.
Oh, you started from the top.
Yes, I started at his penultimate. But, yeah, what does penultimate mean? Penis? It was hard, I'll be honest with you. I did not expect to struggle so much without you in person. I thought I'd thrive, honestly.
Yeah.
And for the first 3.5 weeks, I did. I soared higher than I've ever soared before. You know, we filmed our episode via Riverside Podcasts.
Electronics.
Use it. Thank you, Riverside. But you said, oh yeah, but I'll be here on Sunday. I got a plane ticket. I'll be here on Sunday.
Okay.
And now it's for Saturday after the Sunday you were supposed to be.
So let me tell
and
you.
you didn't arrive till Thursday. What happened?
So let me tell you what happened. I moved here with my good girlfriend Veronica, my good Judy. We thought we were gonna put all our stuff together and ship it off and then fly.
Movers.
So I got a ticket. I got a plane ticket to come here on that Sunday, and then right after we finished filming, she called and said, "Hey, we did the numbers. We did monocle number, abacus.
Mambo number 5.
We did abacus.
Monica in my life. She didn't like the numbers.
Right. We figured out that it would be cheaper to just rent a U-Haul and drive. This Sunday I was supposed to come here.
Yeah.
We filled up that U-Haul and we came. And actually, it was a funny story because the Saturday before, I hadn't started packing yet. So I started packing, but then I had like 2 episodes left of Veronica Mars season 2. I was rewatching to procrastinate on packing, and so then I had to finish that, and then I continued packing, and I actually did have to leave a lot of stuff. So I will have to go back. I'm going to use that credit from the flight. I'm going to have to go back to Chicago and
we
clean.
all need breaks. I do need a few.
Already?
Yeah, so I'm happy to help send you back.
But before that, I had a birthday.
We've talked about that.
I got COVID.
We talked about that.
I'm a big trainer freak.
You moved across country, and your highlights are, it was my birthday, and I got COVID. Anyway, so Alexis waited till the night before, packed all that she could, put it in a U-Haul. She and Veronica drove across country.
We did? Okay, wait.
Strong choice. Strong choice. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Driving.
Well, you don't have a license, so you didn't drive. You rode and did this the whole time.
However,
there's music.
My friend, she doesn't like riding shotgun. Our friend,
right, yeah.
She doesn't really like riding shotgun, so she would have wanted to drive the whole time anyway.
Okay. You're both very, what's a nice way to say this? Queer presenting. So I did worry every time you had to stop for gas or get food or use the bathroom. I did feel like you might
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
We went to like Kansas City. We drove to Kansas City.
Missouri or Kansas?
Missouri, because my sister lives there and I wanted to see her.
Anal backwards?
Anal backwards. We saw anal backwards.
Is she still backwards? Did she make you use the back door?
Actually, yeah. We stopped at a truck stop. Obviously, we stopped to get gas a bunch. I felt so unsafe, and people were giving Veronica lots of looks because...
Well, she loves to travel with her tits out.
God bless her.
Let's be honest.
She doesn't like a bra. And that's
Bras
okay.
are not for her, and that's
You don't
okay.
have to. And do not mention this to her. I just picked a map between Denver and Vegas. I picked a point in Utah, and there was this place called Salina, Utah. It was a one road. It was like a one road town in the middle of like desert and mountains. And surprisingly, there I did not feel nervous at all. Everyone was so nice and chill.
Mountain people, like Western mountain people, they don't care. All they care about is the land and and dust. So much dust.
And then Vegas, which was fun. I went to the buffet.
I'm so jealous.
I went to the buffet. That's the only thing I wanted to do.
Not safe.
Honestly, but I had already had COVID, so I'm good for like the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, you're actually immune for like 3 years now, I think. So please, buffet away.
It was at the Wynn Hotel. We waited in line for an hour.
Sounds like a big win.
It was a big win. I was so happy. I was so happy.
I'm happy for you. I'm jealous.
And then we hopped on over and we came here. I will say it got off to a rocky start and it was my fault.
Well, yeah. Again,
so,
you're not a detail-oriented girl.
No, but this was very hard. I used the Dolly app to schedule 2 movers to come help load our stuff in the U-Haul. No vehicle, just help. Dolly app. I didn't know.
Chan did that for her.
Chan did that
recently. And did it very successfully.
Well, I didn't know that it's like Uber. First of all, I didn't know. So you schedule everything, and then once you click the time, you click done. I thought done. And then the next day, it's the day of the move, y'all. I look and I didn't get any kind of confirmation. And so I went in and they're like, oh, you missed the last step. You have to click like publish or something. Stupid. So then I did it, but it was a couple hours away. And I was like, okay, crap. But it's like Uber and they have to accept. But no one's going to accept on the Sunday before Memorial Day, 2 hours before I need them.
Well, they headed to the cemetery, but on time.
They did not come. That was bad. But you came through. You got in touch with me about some very strong, hot men.
Very hot,
that came at the very end. And our gorgeous friend Sarah.
Sarah, arigato.
Arigato.
Well. Sarah on her birthday.
Came and helped us fill this U-Haul. Thank you once again. I've already thanked them and gave them money. But thank you so much.
Oh, you gave them money? Oh, then we don't need to do this. Okay, let's go back to Denver. Listen, I'm overwhelmed by the amount of streaming services. I'm okay saying that. I feel my age when I say that, and it's okay. It's too many. But I signed up for fucking Discovery Plus so I could watch Trixie Motel. Because, let's be honest, I want to see a drag queen open a motel. Yeah. And it's so close to where we live now. We should go there. Trixie.
We'll pay full price.
Anyway, but while I was on the app, okay, I didn't even watch Trixie Motel because I discovered Discovery Plus has this series called Generation Drag. It's children drag queens. Shut up. Obsessed. I loved it. I'm obsessed, okay? And listen, there is this thing called Dragutante. Get it? Because debutante.
Oh,
you heard of those? It's in Denver, Colorado, and it's for children who do drag to have a stage, like to get to perform in drag and like meet each other, and the families come and the families can have support, you know, because the dads are like, oh, I wanted him to play football, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, it's in Denver every year. 2022.
Oh, it's just like a 1 a year thing?
Yeah, and it hasn't happened yet. They haven't even announced the date yet. Apparently the date is coming. I think we should go.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, we get to be around little kids, and they're kids, so their makeup is terrible. So we can just walk around and go,
I don't want to do that.
And you know what they'll do? Is they'll go, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Can I get my picture taken with you? And like we can tell them that we're Trixie and Katya.
So we go to, what is it, at a convention center?
It's at the Denver, Colorado mountains. I don't know.
And we walk around and underage kids fawn all over us and say we're beautiful.
Don't say it like that.
You're just describing DragCon.
Oh, true.
I'm really just jealous that I didn't get to do drag when I was a kid. Because you know I wanted to.
I'm jealous we all did not get to live our femme dreams as children. Because if I was allowed to play with Barbies, I'd be a doctor right now.
I would be an incredible hairdresser right now. And I tell my mom as much.
Okay, so I said it would solve my problems to the point that I'd be a doctor. And your top goal is hairdresser?
Well, if I had been allowed to play with Barbies like I wanted to, I would have been a hairdresser. Or if I used to beg to go to ballet. And if I had been in ballet, I could be a world famous ballet dancer. No. Could you? When I was doing drag in my room for Secret, I did this trick. I took a long sleeve t-shirt and I would put it like a wig and I would put a ponytail around it and I'd have a really long ponytail.
Honestly, that's pretty smart.
Isn't it good?
Yeah, that's good. No, I love it. Actually, I'm obsessed with every person on that show. Anyway, okay. We are a week behind. We said we would never do this again.
No, but it was because of my fault.
Well, no, it's the economy. If Joe Biden didn't make gas prices so high. So we are here to discuss 2 episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars All Winners.
Oh my God, yes.
Now, both episodes, so fun. There were highs. And that was it.
This is how Drag Race should. I'm gonna go on a limb and say this is how Drag Race should be.
You have said that before, and you have been on that limb, and I do believe that limb would snap eventually because I do believe we need if there was no evil, how would you know what was good? You have to have the balance. You have to have the negative.
Well, I like it. I like it.
No, and I do too. But I think we like it given the environment that has been created.
Yeah. Episode 3 is the ball.
The ball.
The ball. So
darling.
there's not much that happens really before. There's just a little bit of alliance talk, which is fun. I love seeing Monet like skitter around and be like...
I just love that she thinks this is Survivor.
I know. It's not Survivor.
It's so good.
Okay.
Yeah, so they have to make their own look for the third look of the ball, which is like, it happens every time. We know that. But they have to spin this wheel, and there's money involved, and they have to spin to like pick the color / area of what they're gonna wear, blah, blah, blah. It was long, I will be honest.
The spinning was long.
That spinning wheel.
They even referenced it. She's like, I just want this to be over. I think Trinity said it.
It was funny to me, though, that the person that ended up winning money was the Vivian.
Oh, I know.
She did win $1,500, which is $1,500 more than she got for winning Drag Race UK.
Right, but she is British, so if you carry it over and you do...
She's a millionaire. Cheerio. Yeah.
Should we just get into these looks?
Yeah, let's just do it. It's great.
Because this one's going to be... Yeah, let's start with our winner. Spoiler. Jada Essence Hall, and the first category is Vanna White, Realness.
And Vanna White was there.
Okay, this was my favorite part of the episode.
Okay, say it.
Watching them all react to seeing her, so cute.
That's what, it was another highlight of the energy of this entire season.
Yeah.
Is that it's just a bunch of people hanging out, knowing that they're all on the same level and having a good time.
An exhibition of their excellence.
Of their exhibitions. Also, I know that the younger crowd, the younger Drag Race fans / the ones who go really hard on Twitter, don't know who Vanna White is, and it didn't mean as much. But us older gays and I loved it. Seeing Vanna White, she's gorgeous.
She looks gorgeous. And she was the moment just to wear gorgeous dresses and smile and do that thing.
Yeah, and watch
That's all you have to do.
And she got to just kind of stand over there in a gorgeous gown and watch people's dreams fall apart. Like whenever they wouldn't get the final puzzle for the final round, she just got to stand there and smile. And then Pat Sajak always made them open up the prize to see what they lost. And she's just like, gown by Fenty. No, doesn't make any sense.
Fenty's gowns do look really gorgeous.
They're gorgeous.
Jade Essence Hall looks really good. Now, let's be honest. Vanna White as a runway prompt, it's just kind of beautiful gowns vibes.
It's sparkly, beautiful gowns. I think the people who did it right, for me, it was obvious.
Yes. And they were
Jada,
Raja,
Trinity. Yeah.
I like the ones who kind of went back and did like, because also Vanna White has been doing this through the years.
Yeah.
So there's so much to pull from. Jada does look really beautiful, as always.
And her dumb smile, like she just didn't
And she was doing the ding, she was bringing out, like, she's so goofy.
I thought she knocked it out of the park. I thought this was really great.
Should we go one by one or should we just do all three?
Let's do all three, why not?
Before and after. Bag Lady in red.
She was Bag Lady in red. So brilliant.
So brilliant. And Bag Lady, I can see a temptation to go towards a way that might not be as sensitive to people.
Right.
This is really chic and it's beautiful. And she's still got that little wink with the Twizzlers in the pockets.
It's gorgeous, loved it. I love the play on words. I love that there was an entire category that was play on words. What would yours be?
Jurassic Parker Posey. Now I know the Parker Posey part might be hard to convey, but I've been wanting to do that for Halloween for years.
How would you convey it?
Okay, have you ever seen Josie and the Pussycats? Do you remember the outfit when she's got the little floofs hanging out? And then she turns around.
I've never seen it. I don't know why.
You haven't seen it?
I don't know why I was going with like, yes, I've seen it. Like I said, Josie, like I haven't seen it.
You would actually really love it.
Go ahead.
You would love it.
I don't think I would.
No,
Isn't that the
you
movie
would.
That every time you say this all the time on the show and back me up here. You say it all the time that it's the product placement movie.
Yeah, but it's
Tara Reid.
It's the best Tara Reid has ever done.
Well, that bar is low. She's a Sharknado girl now.
So there's a scene where she's like, you know when people turn around and they say something under their breath, and in movies, like, no one hears it?
Yeah.
It's her, and then fuck, I'm not saying it right, but she's like,
I don't
yes,
need to watch
you'll have a fabulous night of death. And she's like, what'd you say? And she's like, Okay, I'm not doing. Don't put any of that in. It's really funny and it's
You're
really
gonna
good.
win that week.
Okay, Jurassic Park or Posey, what would you do?
I said I was going to do what Evie.
Evelyn, yes.
Yeah, Evie oddly actually said that was her first choice as well. I want to do Sir Elton John Benet Ramsey.
Oh.
So what I would do, have you ever seen Josie and the Pussycats? So there's this scene where, like, you know when people are talking off to the side? Welcome back. I love the idea of being a little kitty pageant queen with, like, the Elton John glasses and, like, the white blazer with, like, the rhinestones all over.
And the big teeth and the mustache.
Elton John doesn't have a mustache.
Yeah, he did. Queen are the champions. Her last look was the one that she had to make, and her color was Black Sand Beach from Hawaii.
Loved.
Yeah, she did so good. The detailing was incredible.
I mean,
the shoulder pieces.
She looks gorgeous and everything, and she did. Her season, she made everything that she wore. We knew that she could put together an iconic look, and she delivered.
And I liked her hair too, the head thing.
So proud.
Let's move on down to Miss Vivian. No, that's not Vivian. It's Jinx. Jinx Monsoon.
That's okay, because Jinx is the American version of Vivian.
Yeah.
And Vivian is British.
The Jinx comes out and she sees Vanna White and she screams.
Yeah.
That was really
That's so
adorable.
cute.
And she was wearing black and Vanna was wearing black. So that was lucky.
Which Jinx said, like, she's not really known for wearing black. And so thank you, Vanna, for the little heads up.
And Evelyn Audley's look made me think, did they, like, was this a last minute thing? Did they know about this?
Well, here's the thing, and I think we say this a lot with Runways, that sometimes the essence of the runway prompt is enough. Sometimes it's celebrated for how out of the box and how true to yourself you've made it. And sometimes they want it exactly, like blueprint. They want you to look exactly like whatever the words are.
White print. Vanna White print.
It's the Vanna White print, exactly.
By the way, I'm looking at RuPaul's Drag Race Wiki fandom. Thank you so much right now.
Are you just promoting them because you have a
No, I'm citing my sources. I'm citing my sources.
You have your own page, and I'm
I don't even know how
you have
that
your
happened.
own page because you won Camp on a Kiki. Do you not remember this? You were on it.
Yeah. Whatever happened to Baby Jane Fonda? This is really clever. This is really cool.
This blew me. Oh,
you've done a Baby Jane look before.
I did. Remember when Feud was on FX? Feud. I got hired to dress as Baby Jane for like a premiere at like a movie theater. They showed it. It's fine. They paid a lot.
This is so cool.
I thought it was fucking brilliant. And again, it's just, I love the camp. I love camp. Camp on a Kiki. You won that. Still doesn't remember.
And then Jinx got Fields of Provence, France, with like this kind of great purple vibe. And remember her season 5 promo look? It was kind of Grecian. This is giving that a little bit.
It did, and it was beautiful.
The final product was beautiful. She struggled a little bit, but she got some help from Trinity. And she called it, she like mentioned that in the final.
And thank you.
And she's gorgeous.
Thank you, She-Devil, because I honestly, that could have been terrible. And I was not embarrassed for her. When she walked out, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I love
the
eye thing.
Yeah, me too.
By the way, all this uproar about Violet and Gottmik doing Tudor Boot and them hating everything.
That's why you watch Tudor Boot.
Also, do you remember Violet on her show, on her season? We don't love her because she's nice. We love her because she is a bitch.
She's a bitch. She's a lover. She's a bitch. 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 She's a bitch.
You know what? I don't care what they say. You have a future in songwriting.
I honestly have been told that by like no one. Yeah. Thank you.
Let's move on down to Miss Monet Exchange.
Ugh.
Her Vanna White look was really pretty. The slit was a little high.
I enjoyed the look, but did it give Vanna White? No. But it gave the essence of. So if we were going for something a little more, I thought she looked gorgeous.
Bob the Drag Queen Elizabeth was hilarious.
Which, speaking of, we are filming this on the weekend of Queen Elizabeth's Jubilee. She has been queen for, I think Jubilee means too long. Platinum Jubilee. So the colors are platinum and purple. because it's the color of royalty, which is why I'm wearing all purple. To pay homage to the queen. I'm also wearing my Princess Diana jewelry, my Princess Diana charm bracelet, because I want the queen to remember that, yeah, we're celebrating you now, but we didn't forget what you did.
No, never forget. Bob the Drag Queen Elizabeth, what'd you
So
think?
smart.
Funny. And then Green Emerald Isle, Ireland. She went for like a 70s disco. Really cool. Loved it.
Gorgeous.
She's stunning. Raja's Vanna White Realness look was my favorite of the night.
It was solid.
I just love how 80s it was.
Did you see the side by side? It's exactly a Vanna White look. A promo Vanna White look, which I love that.
And I love the hair on her.
Yeah, no, I loved it.
The Olivia Newton-John Waters. Bummer. Yeah, it wasn't big enough. Okay, I was listening to my girls, Las Culturistas.
Yes, of course.
They were saying, why didn't she do Olivia Newton-John Travolta?
And be a Scientologist. What a bummer. It ended up being a bummer, but
I mean, she looked great. It was just too small of a John Waters part.
Did I tell you that I've been very close to John Waters? He almost hit me with his car once. Yeah. I was in P-Town, and I was walking down Commercial Street, which is this big, and he was in this giant old 70s Buick that took up all of Commercial Street. So the street where everyone just walks down, he's like, I'm driving through it. I was day drunk, as you do in P-Town, and I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And I was like, oh. I hopped out of the way. It was fucking John Waters.
Did I ever tell you my dog pissed on Divine's grave? Raja, all is forgiven with this golden pagoda of Myanmar look. This was incredible, and she made it.
I loved the ruffles. I loved everything. I'll be honest, I didn't love the skirt, but she looked incredible.
I like it because it also gives a very, like, regal, like, remember Gossip Girl?
No.
Blair's mother would always be in, like, a tux shirt and, like, a high-waisted, like, black tuxedo skirt. It's giving me that. Shea Coulee, Vanna White Realness. She's in this gorgeous pink dress.
I mean, one of the best looks ever for me.
Beautiful,
I was blown away when I saw it, but
didn't give me Vanna White.
But gave me
gorgeous,
rich and gorge.
Now her before and after was Golden Tooth Fairy, and she posted on Twitter the other day that it was interesting because she said you weren't allowed to do celebrities with names, so she had to go for something a little more general, like Gold Tooth Fairy, but this is really fucking cool.
Yeah, and then other people got to do celebrity names, so that was quite interesting. But I loved it.
I loved it. So the gloves with the watches on them.
Gold Tooth Fairy, come on.
What would yours be? Oh, you said Jomini.
Yeah, bless her. She had no watch.
And then she got the White Cliffs of Dover, England, and she did a little
bridal moment.
She made that. Wait, okay.
She was like, it's white. I already did a bridal moment on Drag Race. I don't want to do another bridal moment. But as she started to work with the fabric, she's like, I mean, it's white. That's where the fabric's taking me. And I'm glad she went there because
it's beautiful.
I thought she looked gorgeous.
It is fitted.
I mean, she went to school for costume design.
She did.
So she knows how to make a garment.
Speaking of England, we have the Vivienne. Her Vanna White Realness was a little peachy wrap dress, a little simple for me.
We're talking about England?
White Cliffs of Dover, England is what Shay
yes,
had.
That's what I said. I agree. It's very simple. It seemed like an afterthought. I'll be honest with you.
But she does love to do this. She does love to do like a solid color thing with not a lot of rhinestones, which I think has a place in drag.
I 100% agree.
And up next to everything else is a little basic.
She looks gorgeous, but I think a velvet dress may have been a little too simple. But yes, I agree with you.
Princess Diana Ross. Okay. I agree with the judges. The physicality of this made it for me. You love Diana. Speak.
I do, and I think if this were in the UK, I think this would have slayed. I think people would have lost their minds. I think as an American audience, I think it might have been lost a little. I loved it. Loved. I'm a huge Viv fan as well. Viv and Diana, as far as I'm concerned, same tunnel, no.
And lastly, this beautiful, the great blue hole of Belize.
God.
This is stunning. And it's fitted so gorgeously, and it's really lovely.
Stunning.
The hair for me was my favorite part.
She looks.
And that little
She looks $1 million. All of the judges, including Rue, were like, I could see Rue wearing this. Like, I could too. This is... When you can do simplicity. When you can do simplicity and make it look expensive, that's talent.
That's the Vivienne.
Oh yeah, what was Rue wearing this
I don't remember, but it was pretty. I love the way she looks this season.
Yeah, I think she's hitting it out of the park. And by that, I mean the people around her.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a village.
It really does.
No one is an island or whatever that phrase
Love
is.
Island.
What's her name? Trinity the Tuck. Because she looks so much like Vanna White.
Yeah, you
Look at
thought
her.
she was Vanna. This was my favorite Vanna look because it did.
I'm so sorry. It's not long COVID. It's just like,
Well, you brought it
Cough.
up. It did immediately give me Vanna White. The hairline was difficult, but even that seemed more Vanna White for some reason.
for her before and after, she did RuPaul Charles II. Clever girl.
Didn't quite read to me as
Well, no, because no one knows what Prince Charles looks like.
King Charles.
Or whatever.
Do you know who King Charles is?
Does he have all those dogs?
Yeah.
Well, I liked the hair.
Yeah, otherwise it was kind of a...
You didn't like
It
this?
was kind of a bust.
Okay. The make your own outfit.
The make your own outfit was brilliant.
That fucking hair, too.
That's a good... Okay, for all of you future Drag Race contestants watching, thank you so much for watching, and you have a bright future ahead. Whenever you do a make your own whatever challenge, anything that you're able to add that you've already brought with you, that needs to be out of 10. Like, the hair needs to be perfect.
Yeah.
Because it's your one chance to really accentuate with something that is, you know, is perfectly made for this
Also,
show.
I think she made this pattern and brought it with her.
Good for her.
Girls, make your pattern at home or get someone to make it for you and show you how to do it and then bring it with you in the suitcase. You can do that.
Will you make me a pattern?
Of course.
And will you bring it with you to Drag Race?
Yes, of course.
It's really not going to help you.
Evelyn Audley, Miss Evie Audley. Her Vanna White realness was more Poison Ivy.
Yeah, she definitely took the route of
Interpretation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it did not, nothing made sense to me.
Do you know what's funny? I made this hair for her.
What?
I made that hair for her.
When?
Before she went, I got a couple of her old wigs and they were like, just do whatever you want.
Oh, yeah. You made that hair?
I made that.
Oh, well then I love the look.
No.
I
The
love
look
the
is
hair
not Vanna
especially.
White. But it looks good. It looks really good on her, didn't it?
I'm so proud of you.
It was 3 wigs. I've never triple stacked a
I'm
wig.
very proud of you.
She looked beautiful.
You
and
both-
she tagged me in it, so she remembered me.
That's sweet. How come I didn't see that?
Well, you've been so busy with your...
Well, I had to mute you because I missed you so much. So anytime someone says your name, I just don't see it.
Yeah. However, though, this was one of the best before and afters in my book. Cardi B. Arthur, excuse me, with a wig reveal.
That was hilarious. That was so funny.
And it really was B. Arthur vibes before the reveal,
And
too.
it was Cardi B vibes after. It was so good.
That might be my, wait, let me see. Is that my favorite before and after of all night? Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
And then her color was the Pink City of Jaipur, India. She did like a pink punk thing.
I thought it was so cool.
I thought it was cool. I didn't notice until watching it today. It was the net over her face.
Yeah.
Net.
Nothing but net.
Nothing but net.
Did you know Michael Marino, hi Mikes,
Hi.
he sent me the TikTok of when Sandra Bullock was promoting The Net, her movie The Net.
I love that movie.
As part of the promotion on during an interview for the show or promo, she bought the first ever movie ticket via the internet. Sandra Bullock is the first person to ever buy a movie ticket on the internet.
God, I love her so much.
She did it. The door she's opened.
Okay, remember, I'm sure I have talked about this before. Remember floppy disks?
Yes, of course.
There was a brand of candy maker that made gum that came in floppy disks.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen the net, wasn't allowed to. I was very young when it came out.
Well, yeah, it's very adult.
Walk down to the corner store, buy one of those floppy disks of gum, shove all of it in my mouth. So I didn't want the gum. I just wanted the disc, and I would play the net. And playing the net means running around behind that shopping strip where the convenience store was, and then dropping it, and then looking back, and then running back to pick it up real quick, and making sure no one saw me, and wiping the dirt off because it was dirty back there, and then running home.
This is why you're like this.
Yeah.
Now, that was the thing, kids. I remember being in elementary school, middle school, and we had to buy floppy disks so that we could work.
Girl.
And we'd
You had to buy a 10-pack.
Yep.
Oh!
Floppy disks.
For computer lab. Remember Paint?
Yes, of course. Microsoft Paint. It's still a thing.
I loved that.
That's how some people make their logos.
The winners of this episode receiving the Legendary Legend stars are Jada Essence Hall and Trinity the Tuck. Miss Jada wins the ball.
I'm so proud
and
of
she
Jada.
deserves it. All the 3 of her looks were really beautiful.
And her lip sync was really great. Congratulations, Jada. I'm so proud of you. Her lip sync was so cute. She's the cutest. So happy for her.
Yeah.
Now she has to block
Sexy.
someone. Yeah. Well, she's always sexy.
She decides to go ahead and block Miss Jinx because Miss Jinx said on the runway.
She made a mistake.
She said, "Careful, girls. This is my one and only weakness." And so Miss Jada went over and said, "I just chose
right.
you because that's what you said."
That sounds right. Good for her. Playing the game.
But I love how everyone's being so sports person-like about it.
Because they're all winners, okay? It's in the title.
And no one has to go home. They all get to exhibit, you know.
And Exhibit gets to do Pimp My Ride again.
Next week, guest judge is Exhibit.
Let's move on to the next episode. So
Let's
we're
move on
going
to the next
into
episode.
episode 4. Now, episode 4 is very exciting because it is
Improv.
Seeing your favorite Drag Race stars, yes, and
Yeah.
for what some would consider too long of a time. Very long, unedited. Loved it.
Honestly, though, I think for the most part, everyone did a really good job.
I think everyone did fine.
There were some clear standouts.
Yes.
And for me, they were the first team. It was obviously Jinx.
Yeah.
I think Jada did a really good job too.
I think Jada did good. Jada is funny, but she's not like an improv artist. I mean, sure, she was the tomato or whatever, and she did well.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was long.
That
was long.
Let's not go back.
But the shining star of the entire challenge was really Bruno.
Bruno.
I want to fuck a bunny. I'm going to say that.
We need to talk about Bruno.
We do talk about Bruno. Yes, he's hot. So hot. And he dropped the little book and it was so cute and he had to pick the book back up. Did you see that?
He lives here. Do we live in the same city?
Yeah.
I'm gonna misery him.
I bet he's going to write a gorgeous novel.
And then he's gonna drop it.
That was good!
Yeah, I just had to get my sea legs back.
Yeah.
This was fun. I liked it. Jinx was the best part.
It definitely went on a little too long. Jinx was incredible. I have to say, I don't think that comedy sketch yes anding is Evie Oddly's strength.
No, but she did a good job.
She did really well. And having to be in both of them, I thought she really carried her weight.
Yeah. I thought Trinity did good.
Yeah.
She made me laugh.
I know. We'll say it till we're blue in the face. She is good at this game.
And we'll say it till
she's good at Drag Race.
Blow Bruno all over our face. She's good at Drag Race.
I'll
respectfully, Bruno. Respectfully.
How about, though, can we say this? Oh, this is terrible. Rue. What were you doing?
Wait. In that outfit?
Little elder elf with the, like, Rue. I love her, though. Come on.
Hey, maybe she finally dressed herself.
Let's just go to the runway, because we don't have to get into the details.
No, yeah. Let's start with Jada Essence Hall. Fucking cool. The makeup.
I loved her whole, like, everyone, while they were getting ready, they were like, what's going on? And she's like, what if I just go out there like this and I say, there's just not enough time back there. But the makeup was so cool. Everything ended up looking brilliant.
Loved it. The hair was incredible.
Yeah.
Trinity the Tuck came out and she was a staked vampire. I loved that.
I loved the idea of it and I loved elements of it. I loved the big collar thing.
I think, so it's interesting because I do think that they had not seen Drag Race.
Ever. They'd never
No.
Drag Race.
Remember my favorite from Drag Race Italia? The vampire girl?
Yes.
So similarity, big thing, blood, teeth, or whatever. Vampires have teeth.
Yeah, they do. 2 of them. Her spike looked floppy. Right?
Maybe she got spiked with a rubber tree. What would you have done for this?
For a spike?
Yeah, spiked look.
I don't know. What would you have done?
I would have done Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I would have just spiked volleyballs down the runway.
Raja was like a gold. She had a chastity. She had the chastity belt. Cool.
You know, I did see people on the internet really liked it. It wasn't. Here's the thing. Okay, we saw Raja before we saw Shay in this one. And when Raja came out, my thought was, there are elements of this that I like. There's always elements of what she's wearing that I like. I thought it was pretty, but there was something I was like, why am I not connecting? And then I saw Shay. It's because with Raj's looks, they never, with the exception of the gold look that she made, they never look like they relate to themselves. There's not a cohesion in a lot of her looks.
Yeah.
And I know I know I sound like Gottmik and Violet right now, but there's just a lot of chaos in all of her looks.
I didn't quite understand the chastity belt piece. Was it connected or was it separate?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, that was my favorite part. I'm going to be honest with you. But it just didn't make a lot of sense to me. But she did look beautiful.
Well, speaking of Shea Coulee, she looked gorgeous.
She looked...
Oh, I loved her ears. She had that hobble skirt and she was an alien spike princess.
I was bummed that her spikes kept falling over. I mean, thank God it's All Stars. There's no comments on that. You know, she came back out without it on so she could actually move her legs. I bet that look photographs gorgeous.
I want to see.
So beautiful.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
Jinx Monsoon. She was a glamour porcupine.
I thought she looked so cute.
Yeah, I loved it.
I love it. She described herself as Cruella de Vil.
And it's very Jinx.
It's very Jinx and still...
It was very Yzma.
Did well with she followed these things.
Love Jinx. Vivian. Now the Vivian they went crazy over. It was very spiky.
Oh, it was gorgeous.
You like that?
I loved it. I love a light blue anything. And then with the gold, I agree with RuPaul. I think it's a standout look.
Yeah.
So proud of the Vivian. This entire episode, I was so proud of the Vivian.
She continues to impress.
I feel like this episode, I think people finally saw her as competition.
What did you think of her in the challenge?
You know,
with all the accents. They were really taken with all the different accents.
I am gonna blame it on the edit a little and just say that, like, I know her to be funny. On Snatch Game, she really shined when she was able to respond to people. Mm-hmm. And so she was able to do that. I don't think what we saw was, like, the funniest, but switching between accents, you know RuPaul likes shiny things. So for RuPaul, she was like, this is the funniest
and the kind
I've
of,
ever
like,
seen.
segue into, like, there's that ease with her. Like, when she was like, I'm Hansel and Gretel. I'm Hansel and Gretel. I'm both of them.
Yeah,
like,
there's no
that's
worry.
Cute.
And that is something while I watch Snatch Game or an improv challenge, I want to have someone where every time I turn to them, I don't have to worry. Because it is kind of worrying to watch.
Yeah.
And I don't think you have to worry with her.
Evie Oddly, what? Yeah. With the stilts and the point shoes?
So cool. The point shoes
really cool.
Killed me.
When
they zoomed in on those, I was like, oh fuck. Oh fuck, okay.
How?
Okay. Oh fuck, okay.
Evie.
Yeah, she looked great.
How? Monet Exchange. Oh, I really liked hers with the mask. Bitch, I really loved Monet Exchanges.
She's so good.
She's
so good.
This all winter season, they're all. I'm
they're
like,
all winners.
I feel silly saying it, like that. Everyone's doing so good.
Winners. Yeah.
Monet has been the only one so far to win a Legendary Legend Star and then not be blocked yet.
Yeah. And
so,
I think it's still looking really good for her. I don't see any storm a-coming.
No, but the two winners for getting Legendary Legend Stars this episode are, well, Jinx, but she couldn't win.
Jinx, but she didn't win.
Because she was
she could
blocked.
still win $10,000.
But she could still win. And the Vivian,
yeah.
And they have to lip sync. The Vivian tore up that dance floor.
Well, it's funny because they walk out for the lip sync and Jinx is in a full-length gown and Vivian is clearly in a lip sync outfit. So,
well, Jinx's talents lie up here.
They all here.
Like Jinx is a truly good lip syncer.
I agree.
But unfortunately on this show, you have to do.
They pick songs. They pick songs for who they want to win the lip sync. Let's be honest.
Yes, they
They're
do.
given a list and they kind of pick. So it was very clear that this was picked for the Vivian so that she could in fact get a star. Because as you've noticed, everyone on this show has one star except for like 2.
Except for Raja and Evie now.
And I'm sure they'll both get a star next week. Like, they're trying to play it so even playing field kind of thing. I'm glad that Viv got... Because I feel like the Vivian, even though she's in the Drag Race franchise, she's not in the US franchise. So she's always been a little bit on the outside.
Yeah.
She's kind of been blending in. I don't think people have been taking her as seriously as they need to.
Yeah.
So I was so excited to see her get that shining moment at the end. And to get to go home with now $10,000, which again... more than she won for winning Drag Race. Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her. So she
Congratulations.
Now it's her turn to plunge someone's dreams into the abyss. No, I loved this moment.
I love how they take their time.
Yeah.
They tell him to like go have a moment with everyone.
Yeah.
It's like in Godspell. You've seen Godspell?
I've been in Godspell.
Oh, that's right. You know when Jesus has a moment with everyone, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I do finger you, or I do.
He fingered me.
Oh, did he finger you?
Yeah, that's why I stayed a Christian so long.
Oh, is that fun?
She gets the plunger. Now she's stuck between Jada and Monet. Both people are the only ones who have legend stars who have not been blocked. She looks like she's about to give it to Jada, and then she quick gives it to Monet. Because Monet has had a star from the start. I love that decision making. But I just love that when she did hand it, or tried to hand it, Monet just goes.
I love watching Monet.
Yeah, so Monet is now blocked. And I cannot wait to see whatever her revenge might in fact be. Who knows?
Oh, because now it's on.
Oh, I'm sorry. You bored?
I'm sorry. I'm still
Am
on.
I boring you?
You're still on
Central Time.
I'm still on
You're
Central Time. I have been waking up early.
I'll be honest with you. No joke. I was on Central Time for the first 2 weeks I lived here. I woke up at 6 a.m. every day. Wild.
Yeah. And I wake up at 8 a.m., which is
early
more
for you.
For me.
Yeah. So that is the end of both of those episodes. Now next week we will be doing just one episode because you live here now.
And we're gonna be more regular. We have some fun things
I like
planned.
to be above average. Okay, I'm very above regular. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and thank you for your patience as we've moved. Now guess what? The move is over. We are both here, and we are about to put out a lot more content. Now we have got a couple LA bookings coming up that we're so excited about. I did film something here in LA this past week that'll be out next week, so get ready for that.
Keep your ears
And
peeled.
I'm not editing it, so when I say next week, it actually will be out next week. There's no delay because I don't have to edit it.
So did they tell you about when I'm gonna do that? When I'm gonna come film?
They didn't bring it up at all.
Oh, okay. So should I call him?
I don't know that you have the number. So make sure if you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to see more of our Los Angeles content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and of course the bell notification so you get notified every time we post.
Yes, and please join us over at the Patreon. We have had a little break, but now we are back in the full swing of things. Yeah. And we have some very exciting things planned.
Oh, we do. Okay, we do need to talk about that. When we're done with this, we need to talk.
Yeah.
Because I
have ideas.
Yeah. Only work to do. Also, we are both on Cameo. You can go to cameo.com/get your Cameo now, and you can book one of us.
Yes, or Chan.
Yeah.
If you'd like a video message from the both of us together, finally together again, go to IMHOtheSHOW.
IMHOtheSHOW.com.
Get a Cameo. Get a Cameo.
Good luck. Agreed. Well said. Thank you so much. We love you. Goodbye.
Okay, I have to tell you. So we're driving through the mountains. You drove through the mountains, right? We're driving through the mountains in Utah.
I did a longer drive through the mountains. I'm not saying I'm better than you. But.
We own a U-Haul. It's a bigger car. There are cars everywhere. And it's one of those where the mountain passes there's a railing and then a straight drop off. Or there's a railing and a drop off, but a rock wall right there. It's very scary.
Yeah.
2 lanes.
Very scary.
We're driving along. All of a sudden, this 18-wheeler comes. He decides he's going to get in our lane. But there was not space. He hit our side mirror to where it folded in. And it folds in, so it was fine. But if Veronica hadn't slowed down, we would have gotten hit or maybe run off the road onto a drop. Onto mountains rock.
Nothing. Yeah.
So fucking scary. And then we're just stuck behind this U-Haul. And then when we get out of the mountains, we're like, oh my God. So we finally go to pass. And Veronica's like, look at this guy and see what the thing is. So we get ready to pass him. I look. He has rolled his window down and he threw something at our car. And I don't, we didn't do anything. We didn't cut anyone off. I don't understand where his anger came from.
What did he throw?
His
did
arm.
You see it?
No. I imagine that he has a little mason jar full of rocks for this very reason. Because he's got to be getting that.
Full of his own piss.
Maybe he uses the rocks as a filtration system. And then he throws it at the cars.
Stones.
Maybe it was a kidney stone. It was scary. I didn't see his face. I did see his arm. Full hills have eyes.
Not good. Not great.
And then we got off at the truck stop.
OnlyFans.
No. We got off at the truck stop and we hid behind the truck stop and made sure he didn't follow us in there. Because that shit it was really scary.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't scared for me. I was scared for Veronica because she's so weak.
Well, she has the giant
You know,
titties.
and
she's
you know, I
lugging
used to be in Taekwondo, so I can handle a truck driver.
So let's just say hypothetically, the the truck driver did find you. Truck Finder is an app that she's used.
It's a new
times.
streaming.
Yeah, can't get another one. Can't do it.
Yeah.
But
truckers' feet.
Dirty. Sorry to all of our truckers. I'm sure your feet are beautiful.
You know, their cabins are like little tiny houses.
Yeah,
they're really fabulous.
You should live there.
I would love to. Not that trucker, but anybody else, I'll do it.
Honestly, though, you do need a firm hand, so perhaps. But let's say that he did follow you.
Mm-hmm.
What Taekwondo move would you use through the window? Like if he came up to your window threatening you?
Oh no. He wouldn't come to the window threatening. Well, you mean like in the truck stop, or just if he came up to the window? Stop. Well, I had a couple of fast food drink full of my own piss, so I could have thrown it at him.
And that's something you learned doing Taekwondo?
Yeah. Huh. When you start Taekwondo, it's white belt, and then it's, yellow. I think, orange belt, and then when you get to yellow belt, you start...
Piss play.
You start gathering up all your piss, saving your piss.
Gathering up all your piss. You heard it here first, kids. Gross.
Have you ever seen Waterworld?
Is that it's all about a yellow belt? It's him gathering piss.
Kevin Costner. The first scene in the movie is him peeing in some contraction and then doing this cranking.
Yeah, and he makes water.
And then he drinks it, and it's just
hot.
It's called
hot water.
Yeah,